Yeah, I think the 2 weeks was good for us as a team. Really had a chance to work on the things we wanted to work on. I think we had some time off as well, so a good time with family. But the training sessions we did have, we addressed the things that we needed to work on, and hopefully that will come into fruition on the weekend. It's just small things like on the kick chase, making sure the catch at the back has time, and also just to finish opportunities we create in the 22. Yeah, I must agree it is a bit frustrating, but I think in terms of the growth of the team over the last 2 seasons, it's not the same Lions team from 2 seasons ago. So at the end of the day, we don't want to just compete in the games. We want to win games. So it is quite frustrating to come that close and then not to pull it. But I feel that match could have went either way, and it could have been a much different talk today if we won that game. Yeah, I think it sounds like a cliche, but just focusing on what we need to do. At the end of the day, we control how we do things and what we do on the field. So yeah, just focusing on what we need to do in the weekend. Yeah, I think especially for us, we want to win South African derbies. So the next two games are very important against the Bulls and the Sharks. And I feel like if we can win this next two, we're giving ourselves a very good chance to win the SA Conference, which will also give us a chance to get into the top 8 and hopefully we can get our own playoff. Yes, I think so. I think I'm in a team to finish opportunities. So hopefully the ball will come wide this weekend, and yeah, hopefully I can score some tries. I think probably the most important thing is the next game, especially since it's at home. The next two games are at home, so we want to win those games, and obviously use our home ground advantage to benefit us. So yeah, focusing on the next two, and then the tour will take care of itself. I don't think there's really we need any motivation to play against the Bulls, especially when we play also at Ellis Park, Emirates Airline Park. We want to put on a good match for ourselves and for our supporters, our Emirates Line supporters, and yeah, just make ourselves and our families proud. So yeah, looking forward to a big match on Saturday. Yeah, yeah, Franca is quite fast. But I think it's really beneficial for the team to have a loose forward who can play like a backline player. So yeah, we just like to create opportunities for each other. I think Frank is also one of the top try scorers at the Lions, and yeah, so we always joke and see who can score the most tries between the two of us. So hopefully we can both get on a scoring board this weekend. Mostly he does, but I think both of us, when we're through and we see the try line, we can see we can score ourselves. We probably do it. But yeah, very good. I think Kieran's an exceptional young player. Obviously, a bright future ahead of him. And yeah, it's awesome to play with him, someone who can identify the opportunity, when to kick, when to run, when to pass. So yeah, he's assisted me in a lot of tries, and hopefully that can continue into the season and into the future.
Lots of learnings. So also there's lots of learnings. Obviously, we were disappointed coming out of that game. But yeah, I think what was good is we had almost like 3 weeks to prepare now. And work on all I think their kicking game was something that we worked on quite extensively. And then we knew just on our own part the things we need to fix. And we had some good time to fix that. So hopefully we'll see the results of the fixing on this weekend coming. Oh, that's a great question. And I just complimented the pack now because that's the feeling we get is the guys drive really high standards. And the best thing for coach, and I can say it from my own part, is the players driving that. That's where we want to be. And that's what we're feeling from the players and the pack, especially at this moment. So proud of the boys. And it's exactly where they are. So even though there's good performances, they still know there's a little bit of areas where we can still go to 1%ers, where we can still improve. And that's what they keep chasing. And the pack almost like pulls each other, if it makes sense. They push each other, even the guys not playing, pushing the guys that are playing really hard, which is a good environment. Yes, really confident that the boys will make a step up. And that's what we strive for. I'm sure the Bulls will also look to improve because that's what every team tries to do. But I'm looking forward to our pack making a step up and our team to make a step up and every performance to be a little bit better. Makes the guys tired, eh? Yeah, I think we pride ourselves on the defense. Obviously, you would like to hold on to the ball because that's where you can impose yourself and get reward. So what we did is there was a lot of soft turnovers. I think we ran out of touch 5 times, which is really expensive. So you turn over the possession, a couple of handling errors. So for us is to have lower turnovers this weekend. We'll make sure we have ball in hand more and try to make them tackle almost like we had to tackle them back there. But saying that, our defense, we really proud ourselves in working hard. That's where you can see a team's almost like energy, their vibe, their culture. You can see it in defense. How hard are the guys willing to work for each other?
No, obviously very excited about the opportunity. Being out for so long and working hard to get back into it and getting the opportunity to finally play a game and prove exactly why I'm here and what I can bring to the team is obviously my goal. So for me, it's just will be basics, and the rest will come by itself. No, I've played Super Rugby and Currie Cup for the Lions before, yes. No, definitely. I mean, everybody wants to play weekend out, weekend out at the end of the day. But for me, it was a patience game. I was out of the game for 2 years, medical reasons, and I'm just happy to get the opportunity to play again. And that competition in the team, that's what drives you. That's what motivates you to finally work hard and get the opportunity to hopefully play a game. And yeah.
And being out for that long obviously leaves a bit of nerves. So are you feeling that sort of ahead of this weekend, or?
No, I must say my previous games, the EPCR games, were very nervous, and you don't know what to expect, and you don't know how your body's going to react and what your mind going to do. But I must say, I'm getting confidence out of that, and it just makes this first URC game for me a lot easier. And we've got a good group of guys that can help me in the game, so I'm very confident.
Coming now, playing against the Bulls, the guys have obviously spoken to you and told you what to expect. What were your key takeaways from the team? What did they tell you to expect from the Bull pack?
It's the Bulls pack, so it's obviously the same from years in, years out. It's going to be big physical, carries around the corner, mauls, scrums. It's going to just be physical. That's what the Bulls bring to the party. And we as a forward pack want to front up and obviously want to show them that we believe we are the better pack. No, I don't know my personal, but I think my last game I played against them.
Do you know what this is?
Hopefully it's a good record.
Hopefully it'll be better after this week.
The last time we played against them, I played with the Sharks and we played at Loftus, and I think we just lost the game. We had to put a kick over, and I think Lionel Cornea just missed it. So.
It was 2 weeks ago.
It sounded similar.
Coach, just from you, there's been a lot about this DuPont law. I see Super Rugby has changed.
I saw it. Yes.
Retreat. What are your thoughts on that Super Rugby change in the law?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what the URC is going to do. Listen, for us front rows, we just think in the middle of the park. But I think it was a smart thing that they did. I think if you do it well, it's just that all the teams didn't do it. So it was a little bit of an unfair advantage if you managed to do it well. And I think it's hard to ref. And I think that's maybe why they're trying to get it back to you got to be put onside by a player. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I even want. I think it is a good rule because we tried to implement it here and we started to do it. So now we're a little bit sad that it's been taken away, if it is going to be taken away. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they're going to take it away?
I think they should take it away.
Would you enjoy it more if they put him on side?
Well, I think it would depend on what happens in Super Rugby. If it has positive results for the attacking team, then they should definitely consider taking it away.
Because if you think about it like that, the counter attack is a spectacular attack, and if you take it away by doing stuff like that, almost like make it a little bit less better off game for the spectator, if it makes sense. So I think, well, I don't know. It's a good question to ask. We'll see. Front rows just stick tight together in the middle. It does. Shame. We're actually not really sure what's happened to him. He went off the field, so we're not sure if there's a medical reason or something. So we'll probably hear later this afternoon if he's available for this weekend. But back on his performances, he's been really working his ass off. He made that one tackle on David to force the try for us, just by working his ass off to get into place to serve the team. So really happy with his performance, but also the work of the rest of the pack. So yeah, hopefully he'll be fine morning, but yeah, we'll have an update.
But it's also not as big a train smasher.
You're 100% right, because and that's what I think Etas alluded to earlier, is because they've also played like the whole squad have played. We've seen all the players play, and we actually have a lot of confidence to bring any of those young loose forwards in, and I'm sure they'll just step in and make a big step up. A little bit lighter than me as well.
Why is it explosive?
Very explosive. No, it's a great question. And obviously after this weekend, Etas is scrumming behind him, so you'll give him some extra meters in the scrum. But I'm really proud of us. I think he's a guy that, if you look at his training stats, he's the one person in the team that missed the least amount of minutes training. And I can't recall him being injured, not playing. So he's a guy that just on the field does his work day in, day out. Like you alluded to earlier, is how he just drives standards. And if he talks to the pack, he's not the oldest guy in the pack, but he drives a certain authority. He's also the guy that will sing to the team if there's an opportunity for that. So he's just a real team player. I'm sure all the players also enjoy him a lot. And like you said, with the Lucy's and the Locks, there's a lot of good props, really a lot of good props, and they all make each other better at the moment. So, yeah, you can't ask for more than that. I think Asa's just a good example of a guy working his ass off, serving the team well, and getting awards for it, and hitting people really hard. Hey?
When you say sing,
Aye.
when you say sings to the team.
Oh, sings, yeah. So if we have a team camp or something, or there's an opportunity for just like he'll start singing, and the guys will, yeah, he's just the initiator. Is that the right word? And he's got a beautiful voice as well. Hey, you must ask him. Maybe one interview, put him on the spot. He'll be shy. But yeah, he's got a beautiful voice. He's just a great team player.
Hopefully in a few months.
Oh, definitely one of the contributing factors. I think if you talk to him about his upbringing, yeah, there's reasons why he's that tough. There's reasons why he's become a machine man. No, he's not a boy anymore. He's a man, and no, there's reasons for it. He's been through tough seasons. He's been through tough seasons in life. He's a guy that, just like I said, he works hard. He's not about himself. And he's got all the makings for a successful career. And my wish is that him and many more of these young gentlemen will reach their potential. And like you alluded, in the green and gold is within his potential. No, I think for our pack, like I said earlier, I think the magic of our pack is we actually have 3 packs that really drive each other really hard. Like Etas hasn't been in the starting lineup in a long time now, but every session he's been testing all guys. And I really believe like that spirit of competition makes the guys better. And like we also said earlier, is the standards they hold themselves to and each other to. I think that's the one thing. And it's you only get tough when you do tough things. And I think these guys can take a lot of confidence in their prep. Not this week and the week before, but the whole pre-season, the whole like coming up to this. And then the prep is not done yet. There's still a way to go. So I think that's where that will be a point of difference for us, I believe.